So this is Kristen, Gaming's girl from GamePlaySmash.com. This is Malik, aka the Truth MVP from Ironstar Movement. This is Jon Shaw from the Bitbag, and this is Matt Spencer, the new reviewer on Smash. You will see him in a lot of interviews, so you'll be like, oh, it's that white guy. That's him. Okay, so you know.
That's what I do.
You do the cool stuff. He likes to do a lot of video editing stuff. He doesn't edit my videos, but if you guys saw that dirt review, that was him.
It's all me.
Yeah, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, that was him. So, there you go. I can swear on the internet. So we're going to talk about the 3D gaming at CES because it's the biggest thing going on right now. What did you guys think about 3D gaming? Do you think it's a cool thing? Do you think it's a gimmick? Like, what do you think?
I think it's ahead of its time, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a while before it becomes relevant and before everybody starts doing it. Mm-hmm. But nevertheless, it's still pretty cool.
Still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was neat. I did get to play a couple of games in 3D. Oddly enough, they were all racing games. It was Dirt 2 and Gran Turismo. And it was neat, and it gives you a nice perception of depth, but I don't really think it added anything to gaming. I've been playing racing games for as long as I can remember, and it didn't really immerse me any more into it. It just kind of felt gimmicky. So, I mean, I'm not sold on it. I'm not impressed by it. And I think my biggest gripe beyond that is you still have to wear glasses. And I already wear glasses, as you can see. So I don't want to have to wear 2 pairs because that's just a hassle. So let me know when 3D can be done without glasses.
Yeah, like I totally agree. I don't like. Thank you. I don't like the fact that you have to wear glasses, and it does seem a little gimmicky because right now the current standard's not even high def TV. There's still a lot of people who have standard definition TV, and high def is like a new thing to them. Like right now, it impresses my dad that we have Blu-ray, and he's watching it thinking, "Oh my God, that's amazing." 3D is just too far ahead. It's too expensive right now, and I don't know if it's going to catch on quite yet. We might need to wait a couple years, maybe once HD is the standard, then we'll start doing it.
Yes. So, answer your thing, they do have TVs that do the 3D.
Without glasses?
How does that work out?
How does that work?
It was over in Sony booth.
Really? Because we were at it and we didn't see that.
I did see the.
It's like had a few TVs in there. It looked like it had some mirrors on it.
You talking about 3D Bravia?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It had a little. What it is it's another screen that goes on top of it, so it replaces your glasses.
Jason from 3TV. Hey, Jason. He's cool.
But also, I got to play
Dark
Boy in 3D, and that shit was sweet.
Yeah, Dark Boy was sweet. But I mean, like Matt said, like for the most part, like it hasn't really added anything. Mm-hmm. Like to give you an example, like Avatar. I don't know if you guys seen it. You guys seen it?
Yeah.
Like Avatar, like it wasn't like gimmicky. Like they used 3D a different way. Like it actually added to the artistic side of the movie, like with the depth and everything. Mm-hmm. There hasn't been any games that've done that yet. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's Avatar the game,
but
the game's not
in all fairness, all of the games that were shown, they were games that already exist, and they kind of like retrofitted them to be 3D. I'm guessing if they build one from the ground up to be 3D, then there's going to be even more gimmicks in there. Because it's gonna be like the whole, pointing the hand at the screen. Oh, look, it's coming at you.
Yeah,
which,
3D.
For better or worse, it'll be better use of the 3D, but I don't know if it'll actually help anything.
That's true.
I will say though, at the Sony booth they had the little OLED displays, and they had those in 3D.
Yeah.
That was nice. There was no juddering, no clipping. It was very, very smooth motion. It was very, very smooth illusion of depth. Every now and then, your eyes take a little bit to adjust, and it's just not quite right. And it looked really good on the OLED screens.
Mm-hmm. But he was talking about how that had a really fast decay life. Like,
he was telling us that you only have like a 3 or 4 year lifespan on a display like that. So, because it's an organic thing that decays over time. People are saying stuff.
Hey, I saw the new Sony Blogger HD camera. Was it any good, and do you know the price? Okay, I was using the Bloggy. If you saw my video of at the blogger party, they gave away one of them, and I didn't win it, so it was sad. I don't remember what the price was because I was running around trying to find all the YouTubers like Philip Franco. But $99. Really for an HD? Because it was like 1080. $99, you guys. There you go. And I thought it was really easy to use.
That's what I was get before this.
Yeah, it was really easy to use. What I really liked about it was the fact that it had a thumb drive, not a thumb drive, but a USB port that you can slide out. and plug right into your
You
computer.
know
You
what,
don't
I'm
need
sorry,
any
I might be
cables.
talking about the old one.
Really? I'm thinking
I
it's
wrote it
more than that.
down. I wrote it down on my notebook,
But it's on the notebook. We don't know. But yeah, it's really it does the same thing as the flip. There's 3 different versions. You know, like the traditional flip cams where you pull out and flip towards yourself. Then there's the one with just the screen. But they had one where it was kind of a little more innovative, where you could flip the camera in any direction that you wanted. So if you wanted to film this way or this way,
Yeah,
and
my
it's
old
just
cell
a little
phone
top
had
one.
that.
Yeah.
My
And
little,
it was
my
just
little
the little camera
Samsung
that
8900,
moved.
the little black big
Yeah.
one. The
Yeah.
camera flipped around.
And they also had, the Bloggy was really cool. And they also had like a 360 one where it had like a lens on it that kind of fisheyed everything, but you could see around like a whole room, which was kind of interesting. So Bloggy was cool. So if you guys check out my Kristen is excited to be at CES video, I was using the Bloggy. They were letting everybody vlog with the Bloggy. So.
And they were marketing that. They pushed that out at the conference they had, Sony's press conference. They were like, get a blog.
Oh yeah, and so I think that's going to be the new thing. It's going to be a big competition with the. So let's talk about some of the games that we got to play and see at CES. We'll start with Bioshock 2.
Bioshock 2.
Bioshock 2.
I am one of the biggest fans of the original Bioshock. I think of it as one of the best games that 360 had to offer. Well, now it's on PS3, but it's one of the best games regardless. And as soon as they said that they were going to make a multiplayer version of it, I had my doubts. I had my and I was very worried that they were going to screw it up because I thought it would take time away from the dev team working on the campaign and it wouldn't be as good. But we met with Jesse.
Jesse, yeah, he was
he was the lead programmer for the separate team that did the multiplayer. So there was an entire separate team that was brought in to do the multiplayer, and we did get a chance to play it. Did all of us get a chance to play it?
I got to play it. You guys get to? That's cool. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was really enjoyable. It had loadout system, which is really similar to the Call of Duty classes, where you can pick 2 plasmids and 2 guns, and go in there and just use them however you like. My personal combo was always the fire, because fire does constant damage, whereas other people like to do the shock and
Electrovolt. Yeah, that's me. I like to do the electrovolt and fire. That was mine.
I prefer to use bees, but they didn't have.
It did run really smooth. I was impressed, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Like, I didn't know if it would work out that great, but it actually is something that a lot of people could pick up and play. And if you're a fan of the original, you're like, oh, you kind of have your own way, and you can play so many different ways. That's what makes it really unique, I think, in multiplayer aspects.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those sleeper multiplayer things where like people don't pay attention to it at first, and then it's just going to slowly grow, and then you're going to see the numbers get big.
It's going to get big. I have a feeling it's going to do really well.
Yeah, it's not gonna have the selling power that like Halo 3 and Call of Duty have.
Right.
But the people who buy it are going to really like it.
Golden Veneer asks, does Bioshock 2 have co-op?
No co-op.
No co-op.
It is versus mode only. They said that they are having a handful of team games like deathmatch. They're gonna have a free for all, and they said they're gonna have a couple of objective or special formats, but he wouldn't go into detail.
So, as far as we know, no co-op.
No co-op.
Yeah, they had the one mode where you have to take the little sister and put her in the little little area.
Oh, the pipe area?
Yeah, the little pipe area. Kind of like capture the flag one.
Capture the flag, but Bioshock style.
Join a band of like-minded citizens and fight as a team. Help your team capture the little sister. Earn points by depositing her safely in a little sister vent. Capture the most little sisters before time runs out to achieve victory.
How would you rate Bioshock 2 from a 1 to 10 scale?
We only got a chance to play the multiplayer.
Just the multiplayer. We didn't get to play the story mode at all.
Yeah.
So.
Since it's kind of hard because there's really nothing like it, I would rate it as a Bioshock experience. All of the atmosphere, all that is in there. It's got the same feeling as the campaign. I would give it a solid 9 out of 10, easy.
Yeah, I would give it around the same, 8 or 9. I didn't get to play it all that much. We only played one match on it. But as far as you can tell, it's going to be a solid game.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty dope.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I mean, you really can't say anything because it's like I need to log in hours first before I can. Really
I know we can't really rate it when we just only play like one match. It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll move on to Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain, if you guys don't know, is made by the same people, Quantic Dream, who made Indigo Prophecy / Fahrenheit. It was a game all about choices and all about how what you did in the game affected the game. So what do you guys think about it? Heavy Rain. Are you excited? John, do you want to say anything, or are you just going to sit there?
At first, I thought it was going to be a piece of shit because I wasn't too turned on with the turn-based shit. I mean, with the,
Indigo Prophecy?
no, the,
QTE?
yeah, quick time events and stuff.
Mhm.
And, then I got to play it at the, it won't play in Vegas event, then I just got through seeing it before I came up here. And, I have to say I'm interested now. They added, like, I just thought, like, oh, you just go here, click that, and that's it. But it's more action. It's more stuff to it. Every button does something on the body, so I'm more interested in it now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I played it at E3. It was my favorite game there.
Yeah.
And I've been keeping up with it, and I'm looking forward to it. I thought it was great. Like, just it's a game just based on decisions. It's like really nothing. There's nothing too like crazy about it special. It's just a game based on decisions, and you don't have a lot of games like that.
Yeah.
Does it play out kind of like Mass Effect did?
Uh,
Where, like you have the good choice and the bad choice, or?
Not really.
I didn't get a chance to play the Heavy Rain.
No, it plays differently than that, though.
Yeah, it's kind of like, for instance, the scenario they had there was, there's this guy, and he's going, there's this prostitute, and you're a detective. You go into there, and you're trying to interrogate her. And she's like, get out of my house. So you leave. And as you're walking away, her boyfriend, or some guy, walks past you, and he goes in, you hear her getting smacked around. So you have the choice. You go back and see what's going on, or do you just keep going? And, everybody was going back, and then you get into this big fight, and, there's a quick time event, so you got to keep hitting these buttons and paying attention. And it's pretty cool, like, the decision before, like, you could have just left and completely avoid the fight. And every time I watch people fight them, they all got their ass kicked. So, it's kind of like, that's the cool element for that game,
Yeah, it does take a little bit of skill to play the game as well. But what's interesting about it is, from the first game, Indigo Prophecy, it was kind of like Simon Says, where you had to use like the analog sticks to hit different colors and do that to get through the events. They're always really, really long, and I didn't like that. But they took that out of this game for Heavy Rain. The graphics are gorgeous, and you can play as 4 different characters. You can let whatever main character you are die. It doesn't matter. You can die, and the game still goes on at least 3 more times.
You'll finish with a different.
You will finish with a completely different character, which is, I think, amazing, because you can never die in a normal game and keep going.
Except in Call of Duty.
Except from Call of Duty. Respawn!
One thing I do want to say before we get on to the next game is, for you people who played Indigo Prophecy. Yeah. First, for you guys who played Indigo Prophecy, that game was crazy because you started off like into the action. You wake up, you're on top of a guy with a bloody knife and bloody hands. So it starts off like, this game is not like that though. It's kind of like they tell a story a different way. They want to get you attached to the characters, and they let it build slowly. So you're gonna definitely like have a hard time making decisions on this one because you're attached to the characters. So you might not necessarily want to put them in a bad situation. So.
That's very true. Very true.
And it also revives the 6-axis controls because, there's no games really that use it well.
The only one I know was Heavenly Sword. It was the only game that ever used that.
Yeah.
So,
The aftertouch.
it makes it more magical. Gran Turismo 5. You're the racing master. I think you should talk about it.
Did get a chance to play it. It felt a little bit better than Prologue. It felt about the same as the 370Z demo that was recently released. I think that was in mid-December. There's still no damage modeling on any of the cars that I drove, which is a big disappointment for me because that was the one thing that they actually showed in one of the trailers for the World Rally Championship. But they did have some of the WRC cars available. I drove the Subaru one and the Citroen one, which were both pretty good. They handled well on the tarmac courses that they had. It looks like it's going to be a great game, but it's still, you can tell that it's living off of its old principles.
Yeah.
It's not it's not learning from what other racing games have done. It's kind of doing its own thing, which, for better or for worse, is going to be good. But to me, it feels like Gran Turismo 4 with some new features, and that's coming from one of the biggest racing game fans you'll find. I own every Gran Turismo game that's ever been made. I love it, but this is not 2004 anymore. This is, it's 2010. A lot of good games have come out since then. A lot of good new racing games that incorporate a lot of little things here and there that Gran Turismo decides to just kind of gloss over.
Jason from 3 Kilobytes says, I think it's going to be a very big letdown. It might be. It might flop unless they change something about it, because it's the same thing regurgitated. You can tell.
As a fan of the series, I don't think it's going to be a letdown. I think it's still going to be an absolutely fantastic game, because just the sheer attention to details for what are there always end up overshadowing the stuff that's not. And you can always find something to complain about Gran Turismo, but I'm still going to probably buy it and put hundreds of hours into it.
I just hope the damage is in there. I actually thought it was. Like when I first saw it, but it was in 3D, so like things weren't appearing the way they really were. So I put on the glasses. I'm like, wait a second, this is no damage.
Yeah, no, and you can see in the footage of me playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find the damn button to change the view,
mm-hmm.
so I can see outside.
See if you damaged your car.
I crashed the outside. I was in they did have the new Ferrari Italia, the 548 I think it is. And I crashed into a wall and it's still in pristine condition, so I was kind of disappointed.
That's true. That's true. So, do you think they would learn from all the other games? See, I got another question. Jason from 3 Kilobytes again says, I grew up with Gran Turismo, I played the demo, and I must admit that I enjoyed Forza 3 way more, and that's a crazy statement.
No, it's not. I hated Forza 2, but I recently picked up Forza 3, and it is a really, really, really good game. The only thing for me that kills Forza is that Microsoft doesn't have a good wheel. So you really have to play it with that garbage Microsoft first-party one or with a controller. And it plays well. It plays very, very well with a controller. It plays a lot better than Gran Turismo does with a PlayStation controller. But the fact of the matter is, you can plug in a Logitech Driving Force wheel into a PS3. You can plug in the absolutely amazing G25 or G27 wheel into a PS3 and play on it, and that alone, makes me want to play it more than Forza. Even though I think, at least as it is now, I enjoy playing Forza more, but that's because I have to play it on controller. If I could use a G27, I would in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, I know you prefer that over. I saw you getting all crazy about it. Oh my gosh, that was funny. He says, I hated it too. It's such an amazing step up from 2. Would you agree? Yeah. Let's see. Let's talk about the iPad, you guys. The iPad is cool. Pretty much it just uses the PS3 camera, and it visually displays like a little monkey that you play with, which I had a lot of fun playing with the iPad. But
so much fun that you forgot. It
looks like a monkey.
Oh, I didn't know.
So much fun that you forgot to mic the PR lady who was talking about
I was so busy watching the iPad that I didn't mic her whenever we were filming it, because I was like, oh cool, look what I'm doing.
Because she was talking about it the whole time.
Yeah, I know. But I was having too much fun, so hopefully you guys can hear stuff. If not, you'll just watch me be an idiot. So yay!
It's a bit hit and miss. I think. I think.
You're like hardcore gamers.
Well, no, I think kids are gonna love it. It's a good casual thing. It's a nice interaction. They throw out the term augmented reality, which I came across a lot in school. It basically just means creating a digital space within your real space, and the camera does actually a pretty good job tracking the tables, tracking your movements, and making it seem like it's there, at least on screen. Yeah. But, there's only so much you can do with that before it becomes like, I paid that much money to do this.
Yeah. Well, like, you gotta think about it. It's geared to the 14 million people that bought Nintendogs, okay?
Hey, like, Nintendogs was good.
Nintendogs is the same idea, though. It's the same concept. You take care of an animal, you feed it, it's meant to that audience, and that audience is gonna go bananas over it, okay? Like, before Modern Warfare 2, the top-selling game in the world was Nintendogs.
Really? Oh.
It seriously sold more than anything.
I would like to look that up, because
that's what I read in something.
Oh, good. VG charts.
VG charts. Let's see, what did it have next? Mass Effect 2.
Mass Effect 2.
Ooh.
So dope. So dope. I'm telling you guys, Mass Effect 2, Game of the Year contender, most definitely. Like, they polished the game up. It looks great.
Did they fix frame rates? 'Cause
Yes,
it chugged.
yes.
It
Yes.
chugged. The first one chugged like hell.
Yes, and there's this motion blur when you turn. It is so sexy. Like,
Sexy motion blur, you guys.
yeah, it's awesome. The first one was like, to me, it was a great game, but it had that like stiffness, especially when you were sniping. It was like so hard. Like, I could never get my crosshair on anything. They fixed it. You know, everything's tighter and it's great. Mass Effect 2 is gonna definitely be a good game. Shepard's back. If you didn't know that, and it's gonna be more sex.
Yes.
Alien sex. Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that.
What about Dark Void? Anything about that? That's actually on
Their
our list of
fucking game
games
is
to talk
awesome.
to.
Yeah, we're gonna talk.
John says it's awesome.
Their game is, oh my god. That's the shit.
That's the shit.
That's all I can say about it.
That's the shit. If you guys don't know what a Dark Void is, it's made by Capcom. It's the Rocketeer-like game where you can fly in the air at any moment and you can jump back down on the ground and have gunplay.
Yeah.
When I played it at E3, it seemed a little glitchy, especially right after I interviewed Morgan Gray, one of the developers of the game, and I was all like, he was so excited about it, and then I ran up and played it. I was all like, it froze on me. So
Ooh.
I was like, ah, man. So I don't know. I didn't go and play it again, which I probably should tomorrow, so I can at least say, oh, it's a lot better. But I was kind of like, I don't know.
Shouts out to Morgan Gray. He's funny.
Morgan Gray, he's such a cool guy. Oh my god, he became Alex's drinking friend. That's how I got the interview with him.
Yeah, I played it in 3D in the Capcom suite yesterday. It's not as glitchy.
It's not as glitchy. That's good. I'm glad.
It was fun. My main downfall for the game is the fact that there's no multiplayer at all.
Yeah,
No multiplayer
awesome.
component. Like, with all you have these great mechanics, you know, it could be a great multiplayer game, I think, you know, and
it's not there.
Yeah, it's not there at all.
Who knows? Because I remember I asked him that. Is there going to be multiplayer? He's like, as far as we know, no. And I was like, what about downloadable content? He's like, well, we'll know when that happens when we throw it out.
Well, hey, that's what they said about Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
And then, what, like 3 months after it was released, downloadable content for
Yeah.
PvP online.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
A lot of
never
people
know.
were crying. They thought it was on the disc already. They're like, it was only that.
Oh, yeah, people were bitching about that like crazy. To be honest, I don't even like that mode anyway, so I don't know.
Yeah,
That's true.
I can't play multiplayer on that game. You can't even strafe. You can only just stop and shoot.
Stop, turn around 180, and it, you know.
Hey, I grew up on Resident Evil, so I love that control scheme. I'm the only person who played. I changed it because the default control was like first-person shooter style, and I actually had to change it back to the old school style.
It's good for the story.
Yeah,
Like,
The
you can't-
story's awesome.
You should never play. Resident Evil should not be a run and gun game. Like, a lot of people want it to be like Gears and stuff, and it should never be.
No,
like
it would change the story completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story's really cool, and co-op mode on the 5th one, that's something I really enjoy about it. That's why I played through it a bunch.
except when you have the AI retarded getting killed. all the
Yeah,
time.
AI is dumb. You play with a friend because that's more fun. Let's see. Has there been anything that has caught your eye?
Hey, who's
Hey.
that?
As far Lil QB. That's
We're like, we
We're too
can't
far
read
away.
it.
Hey,
Say,
Hey.
what up?
anything that's caught our eyes. Oh, okay.
Steph Erica. See, I did say it right. Is there anything that has really caught your eye?
As far as electronics or games, or do you have?
Is there a
any
preference?
specific-
She just read the happy face. I've only just
Oh.
been here. Okay, when we won't talk to you, then we'll ask. You.
Well, you know what caught my eye was the one. It was early on, and you did an interview with it, which is the game room that they're
Oh, the
bringing,
game
bringing
room.
into
That's
Xbox
right.
Live. So you talked to the guy about it. So what do you think?
Okay,
About
the game room is pretty. I asked him if it was like home because when you look at it, you see your avatars in like an old school arcade, and they can go up to the games and play old school games. Pretty much, it starts off with probably about 30 old school games. Like, what were they playing? Asteroids,
Centipede,
really old school 30-year-old games, and it's classic style, but they beef up the graphics a little bit.
No, they don't.
It's not like 8-bit; it's like HD 8-bit.
No. It's seriously the old school looking game, which isn't bad
Which is
because
fun.
it has character.
It has
Yeah.
character. I mean, that's what a lot of people grew up with.
They're going to be adding games every week.
Every
Seven
week.
games.
And what was their goal was to get every old console game, like we're talking Dreamcast, all Sega, old Sega stuff,
Right.
Yeah.
Saturn, Genesis. They're
Yeah,
probably not.
everything.
They're probably not going to get Nintendo stuff, and they're probably
Or
not
not
going to get Sony
Sony.
stuff.
Yeah.
But any other third-party games, any other old arcade games, they're going to try to get it run through this virtual arcade system called the Game Room.
I asked the guy if it cost money. He said that to install the application is free, and you get probably maybe a few games for free. But after that, they're going to charge money per game.
I think you said like $3 per
Maybe
game?
$3 per game.
Three for one platform and 5 for if you want to do it on your computer and
Right.
360.
Correct. And another cool thing is they have little banners above each of the arcade boxes, and it'll be green if it's under your name. It'll be red if it's under someone else's name.
If they
so
have
you
the
can
high
battle.
score.
Yeah, you can battle high scores and stuff, which is cool. Jason asked, "Did I run into Phil?" I did. I ran into Philip DeFranco and I talked to him
At the Canon booth.
at the Canon booth. He was looking at the sexy camera lenses, and I was like, "Mr. Philip DeFranco," and he's like, "Yes." And he's like, "Damn, that's a big camera." I was like, "I'm Game Meets Girl." I was on the quad. He's like, "Oh shit!" So it was cool. He was nice, and I took a picture with him, which I posted on my Facebook. But I'll post them more. I'll make a video. But oh my god, I met him again at the It Won't Stay in Vegas party, and I got to talk to him for like half an hour, and Justine and Lindsay and Charles Trippy, which was fun. I'm not a stalker. I'm a
Stalker.
addicted fan. Okay.
You're a stalker.
Okay, I'm a little bit, but I hope people feel like that when they meet me.
Stalker was a good name.
Like we're all in the same industry.
Stalker was a good name. Shut up. Oh, what were you saying? You got
I
distracted.
forgot.
You forgot.
That's my bad.
Oh
No,
god.
that's cool.
Let's see. What other games? Splinter Cell Conviction. Tom Clancy. Xbox
It looked good.
360. It looked good.
I didn't get a chance to play.
You didn't get a chance to play it.
I neither. I'm going back tomorrow. They had the Frag Dolls showing the game off, and Frag Dolls, Girl Gamers, crowd. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
You
boobs.
ain't getting in there.
I can't even get in there.
there's a
No,
co-op.
There's a co-op mode.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you've seen the gameplay, it looks really cool. I really like the artistic design of Splinter Cell Conviction. I didn't play really any of the other Splinter Cells except for the first one. So it's like a huge difference to me. And I like the fact that he decides to go all crazy because he's trying to save his daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool.
You can-
Like, I wish my dad would do that.
You can see him slipping off his rocker in Double Agent.
Mhm.
He was already going there.
He's already going there. So I really like it. I like the artistic detail. And that game I'm kind of looking forward to a lot. It's going to be cool. I can tell it's going to be really cool. What else do we got? Scrapyard. That's the one you told me about.
Scrapyard, yeah.
This guy.
It's a cool little Xbox Live game they have coming. Basically, what they tried to do is they tried to give you that feel of, Chinatown Wars, GTA, or, GTA 1 and 2, which was, the overhead camera view. But it's basically like a mix between that and like a overhead destruction derby. You're like on a track and you're driving around and stuff and shooting other cars, and then they have like
Twisted Metal.
Yeah, Twisted Metal. That's a
Twisted
good one.
Metal.
That's a good
There you
one.
go.
Yeah. Then they have a survivor mode where you have to go on a track and try to complete the track without dying. And there's like cops chasing you and stuff. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's just another one of those XBL games that's fun. That can pass time.
Hopefully they don't charge $15 for it.
Hopefully
Yeah.
not. Hopefully
He
not.
wouldn't tell me the price when I asked him.
Yeah.
Oh, really? He's
Which
probably
means it's going to
like
be 1,200 points.
1,200 points.
Probably.
Damn. Hopefully not. Super Street Fighter 4.
Super Street Fighter 4.
You saw that.
That was
one
with the
at
Capcom thing. We didn't get to see
We
that.
didn't get to go to
Yeah.
Capcom, but he did.
Capcom, their suite was awesome. I got to see it. Actually, Seth Killian, you guys know him. He's the lead guy on that game. He was there showing it off. For all you guys who are Street Fighter fans, one good thing that they put in here, I know Blip he's gonna love this. They added lobbies to the game, so now there's like actually lobbies. You can fight and your friends can watch. You guys can all be sitting there laughing.
So is this
Seth is a
basically...
beast.
Was
Yeah.
that...
That boy's a beast.
Yeah, Seth, man.
Seth, yeah, he can reverse his hands. I saw that when we went to the Street Fighter 4 launch.
So now, is this basically a Super Street Fighter pay for a patch update?
No, I don't think it is.
You don't think so?
I'll be the first person. I hate when games repackage their content and they release it like it's a re-release, and I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll always call somebody out on that, but I think they actually did. Plus,
Yeah.
it's only gonna be what $40, so it's
Yeah.
It's cheaper too.
It's
It's just
cheaper.
like the same thing they've done with all their Street Fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the new
Pretty
characters. You get Yuri. she's the new girl, and she's a beast. She's real quick. She's basically a defensive player. She counters the shit out of everything. Like, you can jump backwards and then kick forward with her. You know. And then they got DJ, T-Hawk, and then the guys from Final Fight, Guy and Cody. And then they got Adon. So, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be worth the money. And the community features, like they had the lobbies, and then they have this thing where you can record the matches, you can send the matches, all that.
Oh, that's
stuff.
cool. That's a cool one.
Yeah, like Halo. Yeah, like Halo and Uncharted. That same thing.
That felt good, didn't it?
Same thing. So
For you Wii owners, Tatsunoko versus Capcom, it's off the hook. The
It's off the
controller
hook.
they got for it is off the hook.
and can't you play as Frank West on that game?
Yes.
Yeah.
West, wow.
Frank West from Dead Rising.
It's off the hook.
That's cool. What did you think of the
Capcom loves
controllers?
putting their
the
other
jump-
characters in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The pads.
They got the
Yeah.
new tournament stick, and basically has the graphic all the way to the edge of the controller and stuff. They have the two versions. They have the black one, and they have a black and white one. And also they have a new Marvel one that's supposed to be out now. So it's a Marvel vs. Capcom one. So it has your Marvel characters on the controller. Same thing as the tournament edition
That's
stick.
cool.
Then they got the Tatsunoko vs. Capcom controller, which is like the cheap version of the Street Fighter one, but I mean they beefed it up and there's better parts in it, and no, I think they use the same parts. The casing is better though,
The casing's better.
and they all have nice weight to them. And I'm gonna be broke when I get home.
Looks like we know what he's buying.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. What else do I got on here? Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. Probably one of the few reasons a lot of people are going to buy a Wii, because Monster Hunter is a pretty popular game. It's on the PSP only though, and that game was nice. Like,
Did you play with the controller?
I played with the.
Is that something new? I never seen that.
No, they've been at that. The Wii gamepad.
Yeah, no, I used to see the one that just had the thing. It was just,
Like it was
Yeah,
kind of like
the
a
PlayStation controller.
Yeah, it was like that. I've seen that before.
Okay.
I've seen that
I
before.
thought it was new or something.
Yeah, the Monster Hunter for the Wii was nice though. For a Wii game, it looks pretty good.
So it looks good for like a 10-year-old game.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, exactly.
One of the good things about it is they dropped the Wii. There's an online mode. They dropped the Wii codes. No more Wii codes.
Oh god.
They're hosting the game on their own servers
Okay.
for the online, and so you can make a name. You can have a friends list. They have these little town halls that you can meet people in. You can communicate with them. You can play mini games. You can actually like drink beer and get drunk.
That's funny.
Yeah. It won't do anything, but you can just do it for fun. And then, you can find 3 other people and go out and kill monsters, So people who play Diablo, kind of like a town, same thing. So they're trying to beef up the community aspect of it. Definitely cool.
Good effort for them.
That's
Hopefully
good.
it'll turn out good.
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe the Wii will appeal more to more
People who
hardcore
actually
gamers.
play games.
People who play games versus like old people and little kids.
Yeah, you're killing monsters.
Kill monsters. How cool is that?
On the Wii. I've lost it.
Okay. Let's see what else do we got on here. Megaman.
Well,
You
yeah.
saw
I
Megaman.
didn't see Megaman.
That's
Mega
what
Man
made me
X.
see it.
Megaman X.
Yeah.
What did you think of Megaman?
Yeah, I think it's
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 Mega
Mega
Man.
Man.
It's
Yeah.
Mega Man.
It's Megaman.
They made it a little. They put an easy mode on there, but easy in Capcom language is like very hard. So I mean, it's a little bit less difficult, but people aren't going to be able to pick up and play it. Not
true.
somebody who hasn't played Mega Man.
In Final Fight.
Yeah, Final Fight. Final Fight is actually it's called Double Impact. It's like another game. What the other game was?
Virtual Server.
It was like a game that was like Golden Axe or something. But
Golden Axe.
it was like Golden Axe. Some
Be
other
Amazon
game.
women.
But it's Final Fight. It's Final Fight. Like they remade the game. So.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Lost Planet 2.
What about Lost Planet 2?
Oh.
You asked about what Lost Planet, and then he clarified number 2.
clarified.
Number 2.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the second one, not the first one.
Lost Planet 2.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I like it.
It's a little happy.
I only played a couple seconds of it because we were leaving and stuff, but from what I played of it, it's nice. It has big boss battle. Well, I don't even know if it's a boss battle. It was just a big ass fucking dragon looking thing.
It was it the same one at E3? I didn't see that one.
I didn't see that.
Because at E3, the last one I saw, you were only playing a big monster. It
This
could have
one
been
is
the
like
same one.
it's not. I don't think it's the one that where you saw the first trailer for. Not that one. It's some red dragon monster.
It's a red dragon monster.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's only a big boss game. That's what it is. You just fight bosses. It's like Shadow of Colossus.
I mean, I would say it's definitely more maneuverable than the first one. The camera angles aren't all stupid like the first one. And that anybody who's played the PS3 demo, because they were different on both systems, the PS3 demo had like this huge monster you can go in his mouth and into his digestive tract and stuff. He was humongous.
That was the demo I think they had at Comic-Con.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay,
Wow.
yeah. Well, that monster, they said that monster's like not even big compared to some of the other monsters they have in the game. They have stuff that's bigger than that. So, yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Co-op was dope though.
Yeah, it's good. The co-op is cool, and there's a 16-player skirmish mode. I guess that's what it is. Yeah. There's
Skirmish, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool. So then you can play online with your friends as well.
Yeah.
You know what's not on that list? That I don't know why the hell it's not Mag.
We,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
we were going to talk about the Mag Party. You put that on the list.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let's not worry about forget about Mag. But like since you guys
Ah.
yeah, okay, we'll talk about Mag now. So we all went to like a Mag cocktail event, so we got to learn a lot more about the game.
And we got free booze and free food.
Yeah, free booze and free
Like
food.
free game.
And the free game. We all got a copy of the game.
Well, not yet. It's
they're
gonna get
mailing
mailed
it to us. They're going to mail it to us because I guess they don't even have the copies. But
Oh, what did
you've
that
been
say?
playing the beta. Yeah, but if you guys like the beta, they fixed a lot of problems with it. I know right now in the beta you can't communicate before lobby, which is kind of messed up when you're partnering up with your teams. They fixed that when I was interviewing Ben, one of the designers. He's like, yeah, we fixed that. I don't know. It depends on, like, if you like the beta, you'll love the game. I didn't get a chance to play too much of the beta, so when I got to play the game at the party, I was all like, oh crap, I forgot how to cover. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. What did you think of Mag?
I think it's tons better because anybody who knows me knows I had like a love-hate relationship with that game. I used to, when I saw the E3, I was like, this is not what I was expecting. This is not good. Yeah, it came a long way. They definitely listened. I don't know if were they watching the videos or I don't know. I know they listened to the community because a lot of people were complaining, but the game it even looks greater, like a lot greater.
Graphically better. Too.
I still have my doubts though because we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
That they're beefing up this whole 256 players. They're gonna have squads and companies and all this kind of stuff broken down in this huge persistent battle, which is an awesome idea in theory. But we were talking like people. The amount of communication that's required to organize that many people is just not going to happen. And assuming people even have mics, which on PSN is a really rare find.
Yeah.
That's true.
People just don't want to use them. I mean, if you can get yourself into a clan or just a group of friends or a bunch of people that can just talk to each other, then it's going to make it monumentally easier. But if you just jump in on your own, you're probably just going to be going into a thing of chaos, and there's going to be no organization at all. Because even in Call of Duty with 18 people, you still get people who can't follow simple directions for objective-based gameplay.
Right.
It's true, and they're still selling it at full price, and there's no single-player mode on this game.
No single-player campaign whatsoever. So if you guys are those type of people who bought Modern Warfare 2 just for the multiplayer, maybe you'd really like this game. If you guys played the beta, they fixed a lot of the problems with it, and if you like it and it's worth $60 for you, of course, this is the game for you. I don't know, I kind of don't like playing games that, like what if I had no internet connection or something happened, I couldn't play the game at all. That was like my biggest gripe with like Team Fortress 2 and like Orange Box. Yeah.
I really liked that game, and I wish there was a mode I could play like just versus with my friends, but I can't. You have to only play it online. So.
Do they have? They don't even have like local split screen.
I don't think so.
No,
they don't
no
even
local
have
split
local
screen.
split screen.
Because that's one thing. The only game that I've ever seen have that, especially have split screen online, would be like Halo 3.
Halo 3.
Halo 3.
No,
Yeah,
like
I love for that.
it frustrates me to no end that no other game does that.
Yeah.
Because I'll have friends at
Oh,
my house.
wait, there is one game that
What
does
is it?
Resistance 2 did it.
Resistance 2.
Resistance 2 did it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Warhawk.
Warhawk
did it.
did it too?
Left 4 Dead 2.
Left 4 Dead 2.
does
Dead
it.
2.
Wow, we're so
Okay.
stupid.
There are a few games.
there's a
that do
few.
it.
Okay.
There's a few.
Sorry, Jason, I know you know that.
But the point is, Call of Duty doesn't,
Yeah.
and that sucks because I play that
Most
the most.
games don't.
I play that the most,
Yeah.
and I'll have friends over and be like, "Oh, let's join up, play online." But you can't unless you
Right.
have 2 Xboxes, 2 TVs, and 2 copies of the game and System Link.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, either this game's going to do really well or it's going to flop. I'm not sure if it's going to hit the middle. So we'll see how it goes out.
It's gonna be a tough sell with only multiplayer.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough sell considering it's at full price. So unless they decide, you know what, maybe we'll sell this at $40 instead of $60. I don't know exactly how well this is gonna sell.
I think
do we know the price? Do we know? Did they say?
Do they? I don't remember actually. Don't quote me.
I remember reading 60 somewhere, but I don't know if it was confirmed or not.
Sure,
I will say though,
you know what? When I pre-ordered it, I put $60 on it. So I think it's full price.
No, but I think if you can get into a good room with good people who communicate, it's gonna be probably one of the best first-person experiences you can have.
Right.
But for those conditions to be met, it's gonna be difficult.
It's a long shot.
Yeah.
Because there's always a jackass online. There's always
true. I'm sure the game will come with a headset at some point. Maybe like SOCOM. I'm not sure. They didn't confirm anything.
Wait. Who said that?
Jason from 3 Kilobytes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I heard that.
Not good at packaging stuff.
Yeah, I heard it was shipping with a mic, but I heard that from someone who was not like a representative from them. It was just some other person.
Some other person.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
It could be a rumor. Maybe they just assume it will be because it's
or
full price.
maybe they got that information leaked to them and they weren't allowed to tell us. I don't know. But
we don't know. Maybe
find
they were
out.
Drinking too much.
We'll find out in like what 2 or 3 weeks when it comes out.
Yeah, we'll find out then.
And you know what? One more thing I want to say. This is funny. I would always talk stuff about Slant 6, the guys who do SOCOM now, around the Zipper guys, just to see how they felt about the guys who took their series. I could never get anything out of them. I tried my hardest. Like I'll be like, man, Slant 6 is they're terrible, aren't they? And they'd just be like,
because you know that same rivalry with Infinity Ward and Treyarch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody likes Treyarch.
Ultimate Gamer.
Ultimate Gamer.
That's right. I got an exclusive interview with the direct marketing guy of the Ultimate Gamer and World Cyber Games. I don't remember.
That's alright.
That's okay. I filmed it. It was cool. So I got to talk with him, and he told me all about World Cyber Games, which is, if you guys don't know what it is, it's a big tournament thing where you become professional gamers. You compete with Japanese players and other players all around the world. It's the only international one that they have, and yeah, they do a lot of things with professional gaming that I didn't even know about, which is really cool. So if you guys watch the reality series, The Ultimate Gamer, we actually got to interview Mark, the winner of Ultimate Gamer Season 1, and we got to hang out with Swoozy and Jamal, which was awesome.
And I got to play with them.
Yeah, I made him play Rock Band with them because I know Matt rocks at Rock Band. Yeah. And the Ultimate Gamer, if you guys haven't seen it, it's all about who is the best all-around gamer. So they pick people with specialties like FPS, music genre, RTS. They throw them all in like one, reality series where they have a gaming challenge in a game, and then they have a real-life version of it. Like, example, if they had a DDR challenge, they would also have a dance contest. And Swoozy kicked ass.
Yeah, he was like
Swoozy was like doing like Michael Jackson and oh man. They are doing another one. They're actually auditioning for Season 2.
Casting's coming out
soon. I think Matt should go on the show.
Oh, I'm good. I'm gonna rock it. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. And so if he gets on the show, vote for Matt.
I gave the guy my card too, so I said, hey, put in a good word for me.
Because Matt did very well. I'm not going to tell you exactly what his score was against the rest of the guys in Rock Band, but I'm going to post that video up when I get back, and you guys got to see what happens.
You got to see what happens, yeah.
Swoozy was starting to go in the red, and
I had to save him.
Yeah, to save Swoozy. So that was pretty epic.
We didn't talk about that.
Lego Universe. We need to talk about Lego Universe.
There's my Lego guy.
So what did you think? Did you get to play Lego Universe?
I didn't get to play it, but it's an MMO.
You can tell the people.
MMO? It's like Lego WoW kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's
what I would say.
I didn't get to play. I did see the booth as we were walking by, but I was like, oh crap, I'm late for my interview, so I was running around. But what did you think of it? I know you played it.
One of my favorite games.
One of your favorite games?
Thing is, like, so many Lego games have come out, and they're just all gimmicky, and they suck. You know, you have like your Lego Batman, your Lego Star Wars. You have there's gonna probably be a Lego Avatar pretty soon with blue Legos and crap. But this is actually its own IP. It's an actual fresh original Lego IP.
That's good.
It's pretty good. No, it's an MMO, like she said. It's dope. You build stuff. You can invite your friends. You can go to other people's structures. And
it looks cool, and I think little kids or kids will definitely love it.
What about the older crowd? Do you think it will appeal to them as well?
It depends.
It depends because I
Feels to
mean,
me.
I'm
I'm a kid at heart. So.
I actually signed up for the beta, so
Oh yeah, so then you'll get a chance to check it out and
Yeah.
maybe do a review on it.
that would be awesome.
You guys should go sign up. All you have to do is like they'll just
Sign
make
a
you.
card?
Oh no, they make you type in this
You
video.
can type
Oh,
it
you
in,
can
or
just-
you can write it down.
He's like,
Give me your card.
I just give him my card and be like, give me a game for free.
Just like Matt.
Yeah, I know. So we got Mac for free. We already talked about that too. So we had a bunch of parties here. Ironstar went to a Twitter meetup, and then we went to
How was
It Won't
that?
Stay in Vegas. So how was the Twitter meetup, you guys?
Twitter meetup was pretty cool. They had somebody performing live. I think her name was Priscilla. She was like a country/pop singer.
That's cool.
Oh,
She was cool. And there were a lot of people there. They had the live feed going. I'm pretty sure they did that.
Yeah, we
video
did
show.
that ours too.
Yeah, so if you tweeted LV Hilton because it was at the Hilton, you would see it on the big screen, and there was like screens all over the place. So that was pretty cool.
That sounds awesome.
But the one thing was, this really wasn't our crowd. This was more so for the people who were exhibiting and some of the suits. There weren't that many bloggers there like I was expecting. I don't know why I didn't go to the blogger party where the bloggers were, but it was still fun. We had a good time, and he won some free drinks. Cause some guy was like, he tweeted, if you find me and take a picture of me, I'll give you free drinks. And he found me.
Oh, the blogger party was at a place called the Atomic Test Museum.
They actually had the museum open.
The museum was open, so you can go and see that. And we met a lot of bloggers there. I met a bunch of people who work for gaming sites. I met the YouTube people, obviously, us bragging about that. I just see Charles Trippy.
I think I'm gonna be in their next video.
I think we might be eating
dehydrated ice cream thing.
Yeah,
It
he
was
filming
horrible,
us.
by
so.
the way. Don't eat that. It's disgusting. You need like a glass of water as soon as you eat that.
Yeah, it had a open bar, and there was a gaming room. There was a room dedicated to Android, the cell phone stuff. And what celebrities were there? It was
Oh, two guys from Star Trek. We had Data there, and then Reading Rainbow guy. So
Reading-
I like
you
to
don't
call
even know
him
their
Kunta
name.
Kente. Kunta
LeVar
Kente.
Burton.
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton.
Yeah,
Thank
Kunta
you.
Kente.
He's not. He's Jordy, Commander, or was it? He wasn't Commander. His name was Jordy on Star Trek.
On Star Trek.
Yeah.
So we did get to see some celebrities. They had a bunch of cool techie stuff going around. The bar is awesome.
Oh,
Thank
the
you, Chad.
hovercraft, the little hovercraft.
Yeah, they had like a remote
Yeah.
control hovercraft that they were showing off there.
That was awesome.
That was pretty fun.
Our friend won a BlackBerry.
Mhm.
Um,
And
that
we
was
gave it away.
awesome. He gave it away to some lucky guy, so it was really nice of him. Very generous.
That's where I filmed the whole thing with the Bloggy. So if you guys check that out, the Bloggy's the new flip cam from Sony. Amazingly awesome. I want one really bad.
Me too.
Yeah, that's what we figured out, but we wanted it a lot. Let's see. Did you guys have any more questions? Let me see if I finished my list of stuff to talk about.
We played You played Fat Princess.
Oh,
on
I
the
played
PSP
Fat
there.
Princess on the PSP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had a third-party developer actually develop that game, but the thing is, it looks exactly the same because they worked really closely with Titan. So while I was playing that, I had like 3 guys come up to me and like, "You're a girl gamer." What? But that's how I met Ricardo. That's the guy that kept talking to me for like half an hour.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was actually really good. It plays a lot like the one on the PS3. I was surprised how easy it's this. Well, exactly. Well, it was weird because I'm not used to the little button thing instead of a joystick, but it's the same and it looks the same.
5 minutes of tape left.
5 minutes of tape left. You've been filming for an hour, but yeah, it's awesome. I think you guys will like it a lot once that comes out. If you liked Fat Princess, you'll love this game.
And it's like 60% more content than the actual version.
True.
On
Yeah.
the PSP.
They're actually coming out with
It
DLC
looks so
to
nice.
download for it too.
Yeah.
It looks
So you
really
guys
nice.
will like that.
Ad hoc infrastructure, meaning for the online. So.
The last thing I have is the free swag that we got. When we went to the cocktail events, we didn't really get swag much from CES except for like the bags that we got because we were media. But we got free swag from the Megaman, obviously the game mag. We got some shirts, which is cool. You got to pick which shirt you wanted, and then that was fun, and drinks. And then at the blogger event, we got a bunch of little tech toys, like casings for your phone, coupons, squishy balls, headphones.
Yeah, those squishy headphones.
Yeah.
Dude, I got
it's
4 iPhone cases. I don't even have an iPhone. I'm just gonna give them out to all my friends.
They're pink though. It's
I have have a pink one, I have a black one, I have another black one. I'm telling you, I have 4 of these things.
There you go. Did you get any cool stuff? Not really.
I got a lot of
T-shirts.
Yeah.
T-shirts.
T-shirts. That's pretty much it. Oh, I got a little action figure from Capcom.
There we go.
For Dark Void. They gave us these little figurines.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
I'm giving them a lot of stuff away. So.
Very good. Well, I think that wraps up the main camera right here that I'm going to actually edit and put on Games on Smash, Game Meets Girl channel, The Truth MVP, Ironstar Movement, and the Bitbag. So you will see this video everywhere, and it will be awesome. So that's it for the main show. You can go ahead and stop that.